Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Risha. Today I will answer the first question, which is to explain what can a computer do. Basically, there are four main functions of computer that we need to know, which is data processing, data storage, data movement, and control. But firstly, I will go through to data movement, or it can be called as input. It is function as data receiver from input devices like keyboard, mouse, and touch screen. I believe this is the most common devices that you have used while using computer. And it is the most common input peripherals too. So then the data received by the input will send to the computer processor. And at the same time, the control or output function as communication of the results processing. Next, we will move to the most basic function of computer, which is data processing. All the data are being processed by the central processing unit, or you usually heard it as CPU. CPU are the main component for data processing because it can read and execute code of instructions to perform so many tasks such as a complex mathematical calculation and sorting database entries. Lastly, computer as data storage. This is one of the most useful functions of a computer. Even though data storing have been made through peripherals, the results of data processing also need to be saved by peripherals internal or external storage devices. Random access memory or RAM. This is one of the examples of internal storage. It is used during processing and temporary. Memory stored in RAM will not be retained even if the computer is turned off, while external devices such as CDs, DVDs, hard drive, and flash drives are used for persistent and long-lasting data storage. So I hope I have answered the question, and thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Sarah binti Mohidi. My metric number is D201910888381. Okay, today I will share to you about what caused humans to invent computers. A long time ago, humans are using their fingers, stones, maybe leaf to do calculation. At the same time, they are trying to create an apparatus that could facilitate the calculation process. After a few trials, finally, the complex and advanced calculation system has been produced, and it is known as a computer. Early computers were only conceived as calculating devices. Since ancient times, simple manual devices like Abacus aided people in doing calculation. Nowadays, a computer is a machine that can be programmed for a variety of use. Computers can lighten the day-to-day work of human beings, helping to complete human tasks very quickly and accurately. That's why computer is invented by humans. Computers have become a part of human life because they have speed, reliability, storage capacity, productivity, decision making, and can reduce costs. In conclusion, a computer is an electronic machine that invented by humans because it can complete human tasks very faster than manpower and the results are accurate. That's all from me. Thank you.
When we say computers, you will imagine your cell phones or your laptops. They help you contact with people from far away, do calculations, and solve your daily problems. Computers have great impact in our life while saving your time, money, and energy. Such a great feat means many trials and errors must have been went through in order to reach what we have now. From using hands to count to the invention of abacus, but it didn't stop there. We wanted to advance. to make life easier, and thus the invention of calculators and so on. My name is Nadia Maisara binti Zulkarnain, and today I would like to discuss what are the causes that led to the evolution of computers. The abacus is known as the first mechanical counting device in the world, and before the adoption of the written Arabic numerical system, the human's hands and fingers was their counting device back then. And when counting large quantities, items will be used, such as using pebbles, but it will be difficult to count in your head. The abacus can be used here to help in addition and subtraction operations. In the early stages, the abacus is crafted on wooden tables, and later on, the abacus will be crafted on wooden boards, as it is portable and can be carried anywhere. The abacus was used for over 3 millennia, until the invention of mechanical calculators. The first mechanical calculators was Pascal calculator in 1642. While the abacus used beads, this machine uses geared wheels and able to automatically perform the basic arithmetic operations. Some mechanical calculators can calculate without relying on human intelligence. The size can be as big as desktop computers. With the application of technology and electronic devices, the electronic calculator was introduced in 1960s. Meanwhile, the pocket-sized devices are introduced in 1970s, performing more complex calculations. Currently, besides carrying electronic calculators, there's also calculation applications in our smartphones. As the years goes by, people will invent new calculating tools, better, faster, smaller, and lighter. That is all. Thank you for listening.
From the beginning of created computers, of course, the computer has evolved from time to time. While in the past, computer could only to be used for mathematical operation of additional and subtraction. Nowadays, computer can be used for more complex things such as communication, designing, and etc. Today, I would like to discuss about what are the reasons that lead to the change of computer generation. The start of World War II produced a large need of computer capacity, especially the military. 1942, John decided to build a high-speed electronic computer to do a job. This machine became known as ENIAC, which is Electrical Numerical Integrator and Calculator. It is 1,000 times faster than the previous generation of relay computers. In 1959, the basic component used is technology transistor, replaced with a vacuum tube as a basic component in the first generation. This component is more efficient. The history of computers and its development using the best transistor have dimension smaller than the vacuum.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Mizan from Group 10. I'm gonna continue with the third and the fourth generation of the computer. Okay, even the use of transistors in second generation were a huge improvement over the vacuum tube. These transistors still produce too much heat that cause damages to the computer. It also has limited functionality and also not widely used, frequently found in universities, big companies and government. This led to the development of the new technology called integrated circuit IC in 1964. And by this phase, transistors were now being miniaturized and placed on silicon chip alongside with other components such as capacitors and resistors. The invention of the IC brought us to the third generation computer, which is faster, smaller, cheaper, energy efficient, and now produce lesser heat than the previous generation. And they also now has operating system where users interact through monitor and keyboards. However, in order to make the computer preferable for commercial use, they had to be cheaper, faster, smaller, and consume less power. So in 1971, the evolution of the integrated circuit technology I see just now has becoming to microprocessors, where hundreds and thousands of ICs were placed on a single chip, and it became microprocessors. These microprocessors were used in the fourth generation computer, and in this generation, a lot of rapid advances have occurred, such as the creation of mouse. They also have GUI in this generation, graphical user interface, and also to portable computers, or we call laptops. Even until now, until today, the processor still growing, and the CPU has developed from time to time. Okay, thank you.